You don't have a high standard. You have a hostage situation. You're terrified that if you're not perfect, you're not valuable. That if you make one mistake, the whole gifted kid identity you built your life on will collapse. But psychology tells a darker truth. Perfectionism isn't about being the best. It's about being safe. And it is quietly burning you alive. Most perfectionists weren't born this way. They were trained. If you were the gifted kid or the easy child, you learned early on that love and attention were conditional. They were rewards for your performance, your grades, your sports, your ability to never cause a problem. You learned that being perfect meant you didn't get criticized. It meant you were safe. But it also meant you never learned who you are when you aren't achieving. Here is the cost nobody tells you about: chronic burnout. Because you can't be on forever. Eventually, the brain hits a wall. You start procrastinating, not because you're lazy, but because the pressure of being perfect is so heavy that your brain would rather do nothing than risk doing something poorly. Psychologists call this perfectionistic paralysis. You're stuck in a loop of wanting to do everything and being unable to do anything. Wait, here's the most disturbing part. Research shows that high-achieving perfectionists actually perform worse over time than those who aim for excellence. Why? Because perfectionists are too afraid to take the risks necessary to grow. You're playing it safe to protect a reputation that is exhausting you. There is a difference between excellence and perfection. Excellence is about the work. Perfection is about the ego. Excellence says, I want to do this well. Perfection says, I need them to think I'm flawless so they won't leave me. One leads to mastery. The other leads to a therapist's office. The truth is, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You never did. The version of you that makes mistakes, forgets the keys, and fails occasionally is the only version that is actually real. And that version is a lot more likable than the perfect one you've been pretending to be. Let the act drop. It's too heavy to carry anyway. If you're a recovering perfectionist, drop the word real in the comments. Let's see how many of us are letting go. Subscribe to Brain Unlocked. We break down the psychology of the things that keep you stuck. I'll see you in the next one.